Tell me, are you afraid of your own greatness? Do you doubt yourself even when you know you have all the reasons to be confident? Why do we do this? Why do we fear our own power? Why do we play small? Maybe because it takes a lot of work and time to build something great. Maybe because we fear we might be rejected by others who don't share the same beliefs or vision like us. Or because we fear we might become selfish, arrogant, or cruel along the way. Or maybe because we believe we're not meant to be great in this lifetime. What is it? Well, maybe all of them to a certain degree. But the real reason is that we have been conditioned and programmed since before we were born into this world to think small, to comply, to obey the law at all costs, to be labeled, to be put in one box or the other, to be limited by our sex, age, skin color, country we were born in, language, status, and so on. If this wasn't the real reason, then why isn't the majority of people free to live, love, work, or spend their time as they wish? So, if the fear of greatness is not real, but a construct of our mind, a program, then why do we still give it power over our lives? Are we really destined to live a small life? Are we really destined to blindly obey the people in power or follow the crowd? I personally believe we are not destined to live a small, limited life. I believe we are here to access and reach our highest potential in this human physical form. The fear of greatness goes way back. It has its roots in the first civilizations, and it has been going on for so long that it has become our new way of thinking, our new normal, to think small. So much so that I'd say most people are actually afraid of freedom. They wouldn't know what to do with it once they had it. Freedom is a concept so abstract and unfamiliar to them that they rather stay indoctrinated or controlled by others in power. Since the beginning of humanity, we have been motivated by fear. Fear was constant in our lives, and it served us well. It helped us stay alive. But it is also the main reason we stopped living nowadays. We are born into this program, fear of greatness, or fear of freedom, call it whatever you want. And it implies we are limited, bound, or trapped into this physical form. It implies that we don't possess true power and that we are at the mercy of other people or forces greater than us. This program is extremely damaging, and it blocks our expression of love, joy, and freedom in this life. You see, all of us have inborn wisdom, knowledge, and power. The problem starts when we suppress this fact, when we allow other people to underestimate, diminish, or silence us, when we allow them to force feed us their own model of the world. The problem starts when the fear takes over, the fear of what might happen if we stepped into our power. Even if it's in my best interest or in others' best interest, I better say or do nothing about that. Otherwise, I might be rejected, pushed away, or bullied. You see, overcoming the fear of greatness starts with the little things, like being loyal to yourself and your mission, or like speaking your mind and soul out onto the world, or like showing your true colors instead of adopting somebody else's just because you fear rejection. I'm not here to encourage rebellious behavior, but to free and expand the mind to all possibilities, to overcome the mainstream BS of what seems impossible. The only way to unlock our authentic inner power and therefore greatness is to become love. And I am talking about the true authentic power. To set a good and inspiring example for others to follow. To be a beacon of light for others. A kind leader for the unfortunate. A visionary. Not the power in disguise perpetrated by the few people in power who seek control and significance. Becoming love is our actual mission here on earth. Easier said than done. That's why we have relatively long lives. Because we can't grow up, evolve, and become love in only one day. We need to experience a complex and whole life to the fullest. By becoming love, we will see and experience life in grand new ways, in terms of how can I express my true self and my mission? How can I contribute? How can I serve? More opportunities and doors will open before us. More fulfilling relationships. More wealth and health. And we will be more in tune with the world around us. Therefore, we will live greater lives. So, what area do you feel you'll be the greatest in? And are you willing to face your fears in order to achieve greatness?